Bitter criticism, CGTN. And says, World, September 27, 2024. BRICS should contribute to multipolar world, Chinese Foreign Minister. We have a photograph from the Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi addresses a meeting of foreign ministers of BRICS countries in New York, US. Oh, they reunite Ethiopia, India, Egypt. They made a room for themselves. The BRICS, yeah. But the most important thing is in Kazan, I guess. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi emphasized the need for BRICS countries to foster a multipolar world and economic globalization that benefits all. Speaking on Friday at a meeting of BRICS foreign ministers, Wang, who is also a member of the political bureau of the Communist Party of China Central Committee, highlighted the importance of common security to achieve lasting peace. He stressed that no country has the right to control the global security agenda or build its own security at the expense of others. Wang also urged BRICS nations to prioritize development, focusing on poverty reduction, development financing, energy and food security for developing countries. He called for BRICS to seize opportunities presented by the technological revolution and industrial transformation. Wang underscored the need to practice multilateralism and improve global governance, advocating for greater participation of Global South countries in international decision-making processes. He also stressed the importance of enhancing their voice and representation in global institutions. Later the same day, at a meeting between the Committee of 10, C10, heads of state and government on UN Security Council reform and foreign ministers of the 5 permanent UN Security Council members, Wang called for increased representation of developing countries, particularly through special arrangements for Africa. Sources: Xinhua News Agency. And I'm just waiting to show you there's a new Cold War. Look. There's another news, another highlight from the front page. Report says U.S. new Cold War. And that was the Chilean Congress. Report says, this is from September 27, today. Report says U.S. new Cold War policy toward China wrong-headed and counterproductive. The emerging policy of viewing U.S.-China competition as a new Cold War is wrong-headed and counterproductive, wrote Evan G. Greenberg, Executive Vice Chair of the National Committee of U.S.-China Relations and the Chairman of Insurance Companies Shub Limit, in an article published in Foreign Policy on Tuesday. Quote, if the United States want to create a more favorable balance of power in the face of China's growing challenge, it will need to adjust its approach. Greenberg stated in the article titled Washington's Playbook for China Must Change, unquote. Greenberg noted that the U.S. and Chinese economies are deeply interdependent, adding that trade between the countries remained at nearly $700 billion in recent years, though the two countries both have tried to reduce dependencies on each other. Depicting U.S.-China decoupling in technology and critical national security sectors as selective, Greenberg wrote that it would be unwise to attempt to completely disentangle the dense value chain between both countries. We went on to argue that such an effort will not only be virtually impossible, but also harmful to the American economy, which relies on Chinese intermediate goods and capabilities for their products. In the article, Greenberg also hinted the new Cold War policy is not popular as countries around the world are exercising agency to maximize their interests rather than choosing sides. Taking Iraq, Afghanistan, and Libya as examples, he said America's practice of imposing its governance vision on other countries is, quote, is remarkable in its failure. Noting America's global alliance network is its asymmetric advantage in its long-term competition with China. Greenberg wrote that any actions that devalue our alliance undermine our capacity to compete with China. Quote, specifically, if America organizes its foreign policy around ceaseless confrontation with China, it will find few followers. I hope so. Yeah, I guess he's definitely right. Nobody wants to threat China. And the last one from the 5 it says technology, September 27, 2024. CGTN. Smart green technologies gain popularity at China ASEAN's Expo. CGTN. The venue of the 21st China ASEAN Expo in Nanning City, South China's Guangxi Shuang Autonomous Region, September 11, 2024. Guided by remote control and mechanical loader can upload tons of materials or even transport them to production lines, all without a driver behind the wheel. This intelligent loader, developed and manufactured by China's Guangxi Liugong Machinery Co. Limited, is gaining popularity among mining and construction companies in the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, ASEAN countries. Quote, catering to demands for high-end, diversified and personalized products in the construction machinery market, Liugong has focused on the electrification, digitization, interconnectivity, and intelligence of machinery, with double-digit annual growth in R&D investment, said Li Dongxiong, a senior manager at the company. At the ongoing China ASEAN Expo in Nanning City in South China's Guangxi Shuang Autonomous Region, the construction machinery maker is showcasing electric products, including loaders, excavators, and forklifts, in response to growing interest in Chinese-made smart and green products across ASEAN countries. China-ASEAN trade has recorded steady expansion over the years. Official data shows that China has been ASEAN's largest trading partner for 15 consecutive years, with bilateral trade surging from 876.4 billion yuan, about $124.6 billion in 2004, 6.41 trillion yuan in 2023, averaging an 11% annual growth rate, as China revs up efforts to foster tech-intensive and environmentally friendly new growth engines. Smart and green products and technologies are capturing the attention of both exhibitors and visitors at the expo. A signing ceremony at the expo on Tuesday saw 109 deals inked, spanning strategic emerging sectors such as new energy, advanced manufacturing, and electronic information. Carl Kim Horn, Secretary General of ASEAN, stated that China and ASEAN countries are exploring new cooperation opportunities in fields such as artificial intelligence and clean energy, furthering their common goals of innovation and sustainable development. Well, a photograph of something like a car. The exhibition hall of the 24th China ASEAN Expo in Nanning City, South China's Guangxi Shuang Autonomous Region. For green technology companies like Vision Group, the expo offers a chance to tap into ASEAN's growing market and developing countries grapple with the challenges of the green energy transition. Quote, the expo is a great platform to help us establish connections with more customers from ASEAN countries, said Wu Chiakun, a representative from Envision Group. The company has been collaborating with Vietnam on wind turbine generators since 2015 and has established offices in 7 ASEAN countries, including Cambodia and Laos. Wu expressed interest in the renewable energy market within ASEAN countries, particularly in wind turbines and energy storage systems. Many renewable energy industries in China have matured and are eager to share the experiences with ASEAN countries. Such collaboration could create a win-win situation for both economies and societies, injecting new green momentum into the development of neighboring countries, he said. In Thailand's Shirihorn Reservoir, a China-assisted floating photovoltaic project, one of the country's largest hydro-floating solar hybrid projects, has brought it closer to its green development goals. China Energy Engineering Corporation Limited, the project's constructor, is a regular exhibitor at the expo, highlighting the project as a prime example of Chinese enterprises' commitment to advancing green energy cooperation with ASEAN. ASEAN is a key strategic market for our company's international business development. Additionally, advancing clean energy projects in ASEAN countries contribute to the region's green and low carbon development, said Song Hai Liang, chairman of the company. Shi Shongun, Secretary General of the ASEAN China Center, noted that China-ASEAN cooperation has expanded into new areas, unlocking vast potential in emerging industries. In particular, the two sides enjoy broad prospects for jointly developing new quality productive forces, he said. Given that the Chinese and ASEAN economies are interdependent and that the two sides are each other's largest trading partners, promoting bilateral cooperation on technological innovation and transfer will help both sides create new growth paths, Kale said, sources Xinhua News Agency.